Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Seso here, bringing you guys a Cinema4D tutorial on how to make your own advanced materials. We're going to be showing you guys how to make some nice advanced materials. When I say advanced, I mean way more better tutorial than I did for my first time doing this. Like I said, I usually did my simple, you click this, then you select this, then you select that, and then mess with that, and it was like a really simple 2-minute freaking tutorial. But I'm actually going to show you guys how to do something really, really nice. Make you, like, kind of like puts blending into material making. Kind of like Photoshop blending, you actually add more layers on top of layers, along with some effects that you can use. I'll show you, and you can actually mess around with the hue and saturation, all in the material making, and it looks like really nice. Also, if I just throw this out there, I have exclusive material pack. It comes with like 9 materials. It's $5. It's like the most sexiest HD quality lava materials ever. I'm gonna put that out there because I freaking believe it. So yeah. I'm going to show you guys how to make some really nice materials. Let's go. We're going to do this. And if you actually go to the description below, you can actually find some really nice textures to make your own exclusive ones like so. And hopefully this guys will give you like the inspiration of making new styles, because obviously materials has a lot to do with it. Along with my Rust style, like I did that. That was all with the material making. All the ideas was all with the material making. So yeah, let's go. So if I went to create new materials and I double click on this, it'll bring me to here. And if I select the word color and I click this little play button thing, it's a drop down. So if I click on it and press the word load image, bring me here. So this is what I have. I have a folder that says tutorial textures, but you can put like the word textures for yours, and then whatever textures you download from the website or from Google Images or whatever, it'll bring you here, or it'll bring you, and you gotta like search for it, and then you can actually select any kind of texture. So yeah, I'm gonna use this one for example. I'm gonna press open. I'm going to say no. If that brings up, just say no. And like I said, I'm not going to show you guys like, okay, now that's done. You selected your thing. You click reflection, so on and so forth. There's actually way more stuff you can do. So if you actually click on this drop down again, and then you scroll down till you see the word layer, you select the word layer. Nothing changes here, but if you actually click the word layer, it'll bring you to this option tab where you can actually change it a whole bunch. The thing about this is if you click the word image, it'll bring you to the selection tab. You select another image on it. I'll show you guys how to work with that. You have a whole bunch of these things. Actually, you can use like I don't know how to use this too much, but you go to the effects. You use a whole bunch of effects. Along with, if you go to this effect tab, you have the brightness, the hue, saturation, and you can mess with these stuff to see what they do. And I'm sure you guys how to mess around with distort. And you have this, which I have no clue what that is. And yeah, so let's go. So if I click on the word image, and I can actually upload another image. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna upload this one. Press open. If this comes up, just press no. And if I actually change the layer setting to overlay, this material will overlay on this material, and I can lower the opacity by moving this or just clicking over here and then scrolling it down. And you can actually see the effect that's going in. Like obviously this is how we first had it. I put this over the overlay on it, kind of gave it more like a texture feeling, a little bit more darker. And the more more blending you do with it, it can actually look really, really nice. So I'm gonna upload this one, for example. I'm gonna just if your name is like super long on this part, like you can't like you don't want to deal with like having it super small on this side. You just double click on it. You can actually change the name of it, and you can make it like layer 3 or something. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put this on overlay. You can actually put it on screen. You can put it on anything. It just all depends on you. This looks kind of weird on screen, but it doesn't even look that bad. But yeah, there we go. So like I said, you can do a whole bunch. You can add a whole bunch more layers and mess around with all these settings and stuff like that. And if you went to the effect tab and you went to like brightness and contrast, obviously if you mess around with Photoshop CCs, if you can put the brightness up, it's kind of like putting a solid color on top of it, like a white solid color. You can just mess around with that. Brightness is kind of like super messy. Like you don't really want to mess around with this too much. You can mess with the contrast. You kind of like makes it all look all weird and stuff like that. But maybe a little really nice texture. The contrast like super high will be like invincibly sexy material. I'm gonna delete this for now. I'm gonna go to the word effect again, and I'm gonna go to the hue and saturation. Like I told you guys, I actually change the color of, like let's say I have this green here. If I actually mess around with this hue and move it to the left a little bit, the color will change. Like so, you can actually see right here what you're doing right here, and the color changed from like orange to red to pink to purple. And on this side is like a more green, a more like turquoise type of green. You have blue, you have dark blue, you have a different type of purple. And you can mess around with the saturation if you move it up a little bit. Makes it nice and dark, or you can like lower it to make a more of a black and whitish type of feel. Or you can mess around with the lightness. It's kind of like putting another solid color on it, like I said. And it kind of looks weird unless you like do like one. or something, and it doesn't look that weird. But like I said, you can do something like that, so I'm going to keep it purple for now because I could. Like I said, if I go back to the Effect tab, you can go to the word Distort. Transform also is a weird one. You can actually use Transform, and if you change the angle, you kind of like change the angle of where the material will show more in like the texture itself, because obviously it's only focused on one part with this little square. But if you mess around with the angle, you guys should mess around with it and actually make it look all cool, stuff like that. I see this one like this, or just flip it. Stuff like this, you mess around with this on your own. Like I said, I'm gonna show you the Distort one. It's kind of like it says noise right here. There's a whole bunch of other ones. Like this is like legitly cool. You can actually make some really creative materials with this, like all these settings here. And you just mess around with the strength here. It's pretty explained. So this kind of stuff is like awesome to introduce to people when they want to make new materials and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked well enough. I showed you most of the cool stuff. You can do more. You can explore more. And to finish it off, what I do is I put reflection, environment, bump, and then displacement. What it does is kind of like distorts whatever the material's on. Like if this is on like a cube or something, it would kind of like mess it up a little bit because it's displaced. It's kind of distorting. It's kind of like putting nitroblast on something. That's like a distorter. Kind of like messes around a little bit. You can mess around with that. This displacement kind of like if you put it like a loaded image on it, you'll actually see it like displace. Like I said, if I open it, kind of takes a little while for me to load. But like I said, I have a texture on it, then it'll just like look all imploded and stuff like that, and you know, so on and so forth. I don't have it selected. Maybe that's the issue. There we go. You actually see how it kind of looks like imploded and stuff like that. You can use this, kind of like gives it a nice cool texture to it, also like a look to it. But also it kind of messes around with your object a little bit, so it doesn't do it too much if you don't have it too high. And also, if you actually right-click on this little picture right here, you actually change the shape of it. So you can have like cubes. You can have this. I don't know what the hell that is. Or you can have like object soft shadow. A lot of people use this. This is like the little sphere-looking thing right here. Without displacement, you kind of see what it looks like that. And yeah, that's basically how you guys do it. I mean, there's not more to it. Hopefully you guys can make some really insane materials. This one actually looks freaking cool as hell to me, and I'll actually probably fix this up and like put a little giveaway material in the bottom, just because. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's probably a little bit lengthy, but it's kind of like more introducing you more to advanced materials and stuff like that, and making your own. And you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Sister out. Peace. Let's try and get 40 likes on this one again. I really enjoyed the awesome support that you guys give me so far with these tutorial only channel type of thing. It's kind of new to me. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. See you later. Peace.